Yo, am I first? You are first. You are first. What up, Kazuma? Why is it short? I just don't think I'm going to be alive long, that's all. Just making a read on myself. I shall be lurking, good sir. All right. Ban whoever needs to get banned. So you getting a Switch 2 or what? Absolutely. I am absolutely going to get a Switch 2. I didn't see all the games. I saw... Honestly, I didn't really watch any of the footage of anything. I just saw kind of like all the hype. So I saw that there's going to be another Mario Kart. I saw that there's going to be new Donkey Kong. But what I didn't see is how these games actually look. So we might react to some of them. I know I'm a little late, but we gonna peep. We gonna peep. When is Simo dropping a stream? Ask him. No. No, I will not do that. I don't... The fuck? Bro, don't... Nobody come into my chat asking about any other streamer. Please. Or YouTuber. Don't come in here asking about... And like, these are people I still respect, so it's no shot to them. But it's my pet peeve when people come in here like, oh, what's Dotto do? I don't give a... I don't know, and I don't give a shit! What's Rhymestyle do? I don't fucking know. Fucking beating his dick for all I care. I don't care. The fuck? Come in here asking about some other dude. Go find them. Go at them. The fuck? You see the amazing night Curry and Jokic had? Bro, I saw Jokic's night get ruined by Russell Westbrook. And I like Russ. Russ has been doing good, but he fumbled that game. Jesus. I love when people think I'm kidding. God, I love when people think I'm kidding. Love when people think I'm kidding. Just so I can prove it. Just so I can prove I'm not playing. All right, let me look at this new Donkey Kong game. So, fun fact. The first video game that I have ever played in my entire life was Donkey Kong 64. That is the first. Now, I might have played something before that, but that's the first one that I like have actual memories of. Donkey Kong on the Nintendo 64. Kong 64. And if you don't know what Donkey Kong 64 is, I will happily show you. Okay, one sec. Boom. 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 Okay. This, ladies and fellas, man, was Donkey Kong 64. This is the first game that I have memories playing when I was a fetus. Okay? This is Donkey Kong 64. Okay. Absolute banger of a game. If you know, you know. If you don't, you're about to get hit. Performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you wanna clap as we take you through this monkey rap. DK Donkey Kong, leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. DK Donkey Kong. Anyway, in case you're just joining, this is the first game that I ever played. Okay. So I hear that there's a new Donkey Kong in town, and allegedly it's 3D. Okay. And that's big for me because, again, the first game I ever played was the first 3D Donkey Kong game. Now, I'm not a hater of Donkey Kong Country. I'm not. But the 3D Donkey Kong game is going to have a special place in my heart. Okay? You can understand that, can't you? All right, so I have not seen this. I'm looking at this for the first time. All right? So let's peep how this looks. And let's see. I don't know what this looks like. I have not seen it at all. I just heard it's a 3D game from a tweet. All right. Oh, and then one more thing. That's why, because people are like, oh, why do you call yourself Donkey Kong? Like, oh, you're just racist to yourself. Like, no. Donkey Kong is my favorite, like, video game character. Of, like, you know, like, obviously, he's in a different category than, like, a Kratos. But Donkey Kong, there's nostalgia there, okay? It's my go. All right, so if I like to pick Donkey Kong in games or in Mario Kart or Mario Party, now you know why. All right, on the Switch 2, let's see what this new Donkey Kong looks like. Already beautiful world. This is so good already, dog. I haven't even seen nothing, but the world is already just like, it has that it quality to it. My goat. Look at my goat. Yeah. 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 New design, new to schmine. That's still DK to me. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, damn. The wall climb. Nah, this is going to be the best game of the year. Game of the year right here. Through the ground? Damn, he moving like Bugs Bunny? Hello? Look at this! This is the greatest game ever! We are not gonna sit up here and like, I am not over exaggerating when I say this looks so. Does this not look fucking amazing? Look at this! Oh, and then you still have some of the side scrolly elements. Hey! Hey! Yeah! My goat! Guys, I think they made the greatest game of all time. Got the boss battle, you got other monkey. Oh, he got the grills on. Nah, Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's so soon. July. Nah, we're not pretending, right? We're not pretending that this isn't hype, right? It's the greatest game of all time. I will be there no matter what. I will be there no matter what. Look how far we've come. Look how far we've come.
She's quick and nimble when she needs to be. She can go through the air and climb up trees. If you
Choose her, you'll not choose wrong.
with a skip and a hop.
I know y'all want to see Diddy Kong. Hey, guys, real quick. Just here's lore. Here's lore, okay? Here's lore, real quick. If we were all Kongs, okay? You guys can roll your eyes like, oh, of course he said that. But, like, come on. There's prestige in this. I'm always Donkey Kong in every game. Like, I'm Donkey Kong, okay? I'm Donkey Kong, okay? Okay? All right, but 3 idiots wise, here go rhyme style. Hold on. Hold on. Ignore the lyrics though, but just like, you know, just the build.
He has no grace. This Kong has a funny face. He can
What's going over?
stand when he needs to and stretch his arms out just for you. Inflate himself just like a balloon. This crazy Kong.
That's how Dino dance IRL. All right, now y'all gotta pick. Dotto is gonna want to be Diddy Kong. You already know that. Dotto wants to be Diddy Kong, but Dotto could also qualify here. Okay, this could be Dotto right here too. If you know, you know.
Finally, he's here for you. It's the last member of the DK crew. This Kong's so strong, it isn't funny. Can't make a gremlin cry.
That motherfucker's Funky Kong. That's valid too. I could see that. Sounds like a surfer and everything. Ah! One hell of a guy. Oh, we got raided? My bad, I missed the raid. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells. Orange, Gypsy Cinderella. Appreciate the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Hope you had a good stream. Anyway, we are hyped for this new Donkey Kong game. I'll say this as well. I have not seen the new Mario Kart World trailer. I saw pictures, like screenshots, and I saw tweets, but I have not actually seen the trailer itself. So, changing notes, I will be all over this Donkey Kong game, whether it's on stream or videos. I'll try videos. So if you guys don't know, because you guys sometimes are like, oh, why did this series stop? If the series ain't doing great, like right now, Kazan is on, first Berserker Kazan is on a, it's hanging on by a thread. I'm going to post another Kazan. We're going to see how that does, but that's going to dictate whether or not we continue. Okay. Basically, series all depend on how well they're doing on YouTube. Okay. So all y'all got to do is click the video and hit the like button. It's really that simple. Anyway, with that said, that's going to dictate whether or not we do a full playthrough on YouTube for Donkey Kong or whether we just play it over here on stream. Mario Kart World. I'm gonna just say it right now. Just say it right now. They escaped my wrath when it came to Sparking Zero. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They escaped my wrath when it came to Sparking Zero. Now, audibly, it sounded like they wanted that in Sparking Zero, but they escaped my wrath. All right, it's all good. I get it. A lot of people stopped playing Sparking Zero. I don't hold that against them. You know. I don't hold that against them. I don't. You know, a lot of people stopped playing Sparking Zero. You know, maybe it wasn't it. You know, jumped on the rank to get a bad experience. I get it. Okay, not gonna hold that against them. Now, allegedly, them boys pretty good at this Mario Kart game. Allegedly, they pretty good at Mario Kart. So you want me to stop subliminally? Oh, I'm subliminally. Mark, Dylan, Leland, all of RDC. Okay. Whoever wants to smoke, whoever wants to compete for second place in Mario Kart, just join me. Because I'll get first, but y'all can compete for second. When this new Mario Kart game come out, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. Whoever won it. And we actually gonna do this. This ain't gonna be no Sparking Zero. This ain't gonna be no, oh, the game came out, oh, I'm not really feeling the game no more. It's like when Hercule get a stomach ache before a fight. Get a little stomach ache before a fight. Don't want to scrap all of a sudden when it's time to scrap. But that's fine. Because Sparking Zero, admittedly, kind of fell off a cliff for a lot of people. But sparking. Rewind. Mario Kart 8 lasted for like 10 years. Okay. Mario Kart World might last for 20. So we got time. We got time to run it in Mario Kart World. I'm ready. And I know they confident. They train, but they don't know that I just got this thing about me when it comes to racing, when it comes to playing Mario Kart, when it comes to launching the green shell, right when I'm supposed to launch the green shell. I'm different, built different, constructed alternatively. God didn't use the regular tools to build me. He reached up into the premium shelf and got all the pieces he needed to construct the founder, the man of power, to cook these motherfuckers in whatever game they want me to cook them in. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Can I get a hallelujah? Because the man of power, the founder of power, it is I. I'm finna pull up and grab my steering wheel and race these motherfuckers ways they've never seen before. Lightning McQueen couldn't catch me. When it comes to Mario Kart, I am the Jordan, I am the LeBron. Whoever you foresee as the GOAT, it's me. Pull up and get cooked. All right, let's see how this game looks. I'm buying a harmonica. I needs me a harmonica. Bro, look at Yoshi's dying.
Let's go.
What up, boy? You gonna stick around for another 10 years, ain't you? 24 is crazy, dog. Dog, I want, you remember when Among Us was popping and there was like huge lobbies of just a bunch of streamers or whatever? I need that for Mario Kart. That's what I want. It don't have to just be, you know, shout out to RDC. They cool people. If they see this, they're gonna give me shit and their chat's gonna give me shit. Anyway, I want like whole lobbies of like just a gang of people so I can beat all of them. Looks like a bunch of new maps, obviously. Is it gonna be all new maps or are we gonna see, yeah, see that's DK Pass. Or are we gonna get some old maps coming back? Like this looks like the Wario one. It's different, but like same aesthetic. Is that the Disney castle? Like Mario Kart 8 had like all the classic maps too. I wouldn't mind just all new maps too, but you gotta make sure they're fire. Because if you drop, yo, we grinding Tony Hawk style? Hello? New mechanics? All I'm saying is if you, never mind, let me stop. People who use the bullet bill more than like once a month are ass, all right? Like, sure, there's rainy days where you get in last place, you got to use a bullet. But like, there's some people who frequent them bullet bills a little too much. Your ass! All right, the game looks beautiful. What can I even say? Oh, damn. Wait, are all the, imagine all the maps were connected. Okay, so we got wings now instead of like the paragliders.
Series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Really? I thought it was gonna be on
Welcome
PlayStation.
to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
$80, by the way.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Wait, what?
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Huh? We got weather cycles? Okay, so now we don't have like a map. You know how Neo Bowser City was just like the rain map? So now it's not based off of the map, it's based off the time of day. Whether or not you have like a rainy map. That's kind of crazy. That's really cool though. I like that. I'm gonna address that $80 thing after this.
And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
What? I'm listening. Hold on. And also, I thought this was interesting too, because normally when they do 3, 2, 1, go, you're all just like stationary. But like it looks like they're all racing and then they just start it.
Kart game.
3, 2, yeah. Instead of them like starting.
Kart game,
That's
you can
weird.
go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Is that like a hub thing?
In the Classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
Okay, that's the same.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition.
Hey, oh, it all makes sense now. The only reason these motherfuckers weren't stationary is because they're driving to the next course. Yeah, they're driving to the start of the next course. Wow.
And in this Mario Kart game,
damn, so it's like no load screens, because normally it's like you did a race, then you have to wait, load into the next one, boom. Load into the next one, boom. But now the Grand Prix just goes from, damn, that's really fucking dope, actually. I like that.
in the Classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
If I get hit by like 4 blue shells, if I get hit by like back to 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 back shit by 24 niggas, y'all understand how crazy? Hold on, I gotta see. Hold on. Did we see the UI yet? I gotta see if we can hoard double items. I think if it's 24 racers, we gotta go back to 1 item each.
Course is part of the competition.
I don't see double item boxes, so that's a good sign.
24 drivers in each race.
So we might be back to single items, single boxes. Yeah, those boxes are only 1.
Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Okay. Oh, and you have to qualify. So it said like eighth or better. I'm sure he's gonna explain it, but like right here it says be 8th or better.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line? You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam. By going...
That's cool, but what's the point? Like is it just for the vibes? Just aesthetically, just like, yeah, I just get to drive around and just have a good old time? I'm sure he's gonna explain it. Listen.
In free roam. By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you. You can also go for scenic drives with friends, and even take photos together at different locations.
Okay, so it's just for the vibes? It's just to like hang out. I'm not mad at it, but I just want to make sure. Or is there like things you can find? Or are you just like hanging out? Just hanging out? That's what it seems like. Just like a little hub world. Oh, that was a double item box. That is a double item box right there. 24 people with 2 items each. This shit gonna be toxic. This shit gonna be toxic.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World.
Bro, at least say it like Mario, bro. Mario Kart World! Boom, 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 boom.
launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be
April
shared in the
17th.
upcoming
So damn, the Switch comes out. Wait. Oh, that's more details. Thought that was the release date for a second.
Mario Kart World Direct. So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
All right, the only opinion that matters, because I know you guys are going to ask this at some point too, and don't worry, I'll also talk about the $80 thing. But I know people are wondering, what does the only opinion regarding Donkey Kong that matters think about the new Donkey Kong design? I think it looks great. I think it looks great. I know some people are afraid of change. Some people fear change. Okay. Some people are scared of change. It's not the same. Yeah, it's not. Not everything's going to be the same. You don't look the same as you did when Mario Kart 8 came out, for example. You fetus. Okay. You look different. Okay. Sometimes things change. It's similar. And I also hold the prestigious title of only opinion that matters when it comes to the new Shrek design. Okay. Shrek, his new design, it looks fine. Okay. It's more conducive to like be like more flowy of an animation. You know, it's fine. The new Shrek design. Donkey, on the other hand, he looked like a crackhead. New Donkey looks like a fucking crackhead. All right. He looked like he'd been sniffing behind Dragon's back. I don't know about that one. Okay. But new Shrek design, new Donkey Kong design, those are two of my goats in two different respective formats. They're both peak. I like them. I fuck with them both. New Shrek is ass. Come on, man. It's not that bad. Donkey, I'll give you that. Donkey, I'll give you that for Donkey. Donkey does not look great. But Shrek 5.
Hey, Magic Mirror, who's the fairest of them all? Why, Shrek, of course.
And even Donkey, hold up. In this shot of Donkey, I haven't paid too much attention to. But he's still, you know, look all right here. I think it was that last. He just looks so skinny.
Hey, Magic Mirror, who's the fairest of them all? Why?
But you see how like the animation could be way more like flowy?
Shrek, of course.
See, like Shrek looks fine. Like what's wrong with Shrek? Donkey, on the other hand, I think he's just too skinny. I don't know if I would hate Donkey's design. I think his neck is just too like.
You, Dad.
Ooh, Mama like.
Who's making this stuff?
Not me.
I will say all of them I think will grow on me though. Fiona pretty much looks the same. Pinocchio looks the same. That's a new character. I think Shrek looks fine. He looks a little more like it's still Shrek, you know?
Whoa! Shrek 5, starring Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, and...
Anyway, new Shrek design is fine. I think it's fine. That Shrek's kid, I know, but like I'm saying, we haven't seen this design like with her older. We just saw them as like babies or some shit. But yeah, he looks a little older, you know, a little more experience. I just hope the movie's not ass, because I'm not gonna lie. No movie, none of the Shrek movies hit like Shrek 1 and Shrek 2. Shrek 1 and Shrek 2 were goated. Everything after that was just kind of like... Shrek 1 is peak fiction. I agree. So is Shrek 2. I just hate the moment in Shrek 2. Can I tell y'all my only gripe with Shrek 2? And I hate when this happens in movies. And maybe it's because I get too into the movie that it just like, oh, it fucking pisses me off. In Shrek 1, let me do Shrek 2's first. Shrek 2, when Fiona is trying to figure out why Shrek, like, she thinks Prince Charming is Shrek. And she's like, why are you acting like that? And then Shrek can't like get to her or whatever. I hate that. I hate that moment. Like, I get it. It has to happen. But like that feeling of just like it just gave me like a pit in my stomach. Like, Fiona, no, that's not Shrek. Don't let him beat your cheeks, madame. Don't do it. Don't do it. So I hate that moment. I hate that. I don't know why. It just annoys me. It's just like annoying. Oh, stop. And then in Shrek 1, the same situation, except, or similar situation, where like you see both sides and then you're just like in the middle and you're just like, fuck, it's just irritating. In Shrek 1, it was when Shrek overheard Fiona talking to Donkey, talking about like, who could ever love a monster or whatever. And then Shrek thought she was talking about him, but she was actually talking about herself or whatever. And then like they have like that big rift or whatever the fuck. And then I was just like, fuck, why is this happening? And I know it's important for the plot, but like, it just pissed me off. Just pissed me off. Why Dion got the best takes 90% of the time? You're 10% off, buddy. And it's not 80. Taishi. Have you seen the Lost Shrek pilot? Wait, what? Never even heard of that. Lost Shrek pilot. What the fuck?
When Shrek was released in 2001, it was not only a massive hit at the box office, but it was a pop culture phenomenon too, spawning several sequels and spin-offs, while also winning the first ever Oscar given to a CG animated film, stealing Pixar's thunder, who had popularized the genre with hits like Toy Story and A Bug's Life. However, it's possible none of this would have ever happened, as Chris Farley was originally cast to voice the character before he tragically passed away, and his version of Shrek was very different from that of Mike Myers, as it was specifically tailored to Farley. So let's dive in and take a look at what could have been the original Chris Farley version of Shrek. Dubbed the King of Cartoons.
R.I.P. If I say anything disrespectful about this version of Shrek, it has nothing to do with the actor who passed. So R.I.P. I have to preface this by saying that, because I got a feeling this is gonna be ass.
William Steig began drawing cartoons and ads for The New Yorker in 1930. However, at the ripe old age of 61, when most people are thinking about retiring, Steig pivoted to writing children's books as he grew disillusioned with his career of drawing ads. One of the books he would write would be Shrek, which Steven Spielberg would promptly snatch the rights up to in 1991, planning to produce a traditional, hand-drawn animated movie through his Amblimation studio that would star Bill Murray as Shrek and Steve Martin as Donkey. This wouldn't get very far, however, and with the breakthrough of CG animated films in the mid-90s, Shrek would move to Spielberg's newly formed studio DreamWorks to be made as a computer animated film. Production designer Barry Jackson, who had recently broken into the industry as a concept designer on Cool World, was hired along with several others to be responsible for design.
Could you imagine? Shrek would have no aura at all. Gross. The fuck?
Fight the power.
And the look of the movie.
Have you seen The Last Wish? The Puss movie? Puss in Boots?
At the time, Jeffrey Katzenberg, who was running DreamWorks Animation, wanted to create serious animated films for adults.
If you're referring to
and
that, then yes.
Shrek is a dark and edgy movie. So the team turned to comic book artist Mike Ploog, famous for designing the look of Ghost Rider, to design Shrek. The environments were created to look dark and ominous, resembling something akin to a Tim Burton movie rather than the bright and colorful movie we'd end up with. However, before the team could go any further, DreamWorks wanted to see a
Dog, he looks like fucking Raccoon fused with Guldo. He looks like one of those Mucinex fucking bugs on the advertisements. He looks like the lunch lady from the horror game. Motherfucker's ugly as fuck.
Test animation. This being the early days of computer animation, to create it, DreamWorks turned to a group of college
I'm looking at the
friends
original Shrek before Shrek came out.
who had come together to form a performance capture computer
This was the pilot that never got posted.
animation company called Propellerhead Design, which included a then unknown J.J. Abrams. The test would feature an actor in a fat suit performing motion capture of Shrek dancing and singing to James Brown.
So now we know. Now we know what Dino was doing in 95.
Of Shrek, Dan Abrams. The test would feature an actor in a fat suit performing
Just
motion capture
doing
of
his
Shrek,
dances
dancing and
in a
singing
suit.
to James Brown's "I Got You" as he makes his way through a medieval alley before being held up by mutton. After Jeffrey Katzenberg saw the test footage, he was appalled and worried that Shrek looked too creepy and complained that the atmosphere was too dark and gloomy. Realizing he wanted to attract a broader audience, Katzenberg fired most of the team and decided to start from scratch. He returned to
Ugh, why
PDI, so
why
Katzenberg
Shrek look
fired
like
most
that
of the
in
team
the
and
little
decided to
statue? Oh, bro, that looks like, bro, I've never seen more of an accurate like visual representation of the sound ugh in my entire life. That is the sound ugh. Oh, ugh.
Start from scratch. He returned to PDI, short for Pacific Data Images, to take over, who the studio had hired to animate Ants, which was still in production. The Shrek script went through over 20 different drafts, with
Damn.
numerous changes made to the story over the course of development. But the original story featured a younger, teenage version of the ogre who lived with his parents and didn't want to follow the family business of frightening people, as he was insecure about his appearance as a scary-looking monster.
And then they made Monsters Inc.
This version of Shrek wanted to help people and longed to be liked, with aspirations
I know it was a different company. Shut up.
of becoming a knight. Shrek also would have met Donkey while saving him from a witch who had given him the ability to speak. And Princess Fiona in this earlier version was born as an ogress, which is why she's locked up in a tower, as her parents lied to the public and told them she was a beautiful princess. However, a witch gives Fiona a potion that allows her to become human by day and ogre at night. Fiona's backstory originally was going to be shown in an elaborate opening sequence, but it was eventually scrapped because it was deemed too depressing. To voice Shrek, DreamWorks first approached Nicolas Cage, but he turned it down as he worried that children would see him
Nicolas Cage doing Shrek's voice. Donkey, if you don't get your motherfucking ass out of this house, I'm gonna be livid.
as a scary ogre. Instead, following
Donkey.
his run on SNL,
Jesus, Donkey, I've never been so mad.
and hot off the success of the 1995 hit Tommy Boy, Chris Farley was emerging as a leading man, which prompted the producers of Shrek to cast him as the voice of the title character. Farley had been cast during the rejected motion capture test animation period, and thus when animating the character for that test animation, the team envisioned him like a bull in a china shop, similar to Farley's past roles. However, this is not exactly how Farley would approach the character. Like Shrek, Farley was good-natured but deeply sensitive about his appearance, and longed to be seen and appreciated beyond it. For example, the famous SNL Chippendale skit has been criticized over the years by those close to Farley for feeding into his fears and insecurities about himself. Former SNL writer Bob Odenkirk is on record saying that, "I know it confirmed Chris's worst instincts about being funny, which is how he proved his worth, that getting laughed at was as good as getting a laugh. I feel I can see it on his face the moment when he rips his shirt off." Farley would funnel these feelings into his portrayal of Shrek, infusing it with a shine.
So I didn't know too much about Chris Farley. Again, I did just find out that I didn't just find out. I knew who he was, but I didn't know anything about him. Like, I had heard his name before, but yeah, I'm learning a bit about him.
And an air of vulnerability.
They judge me before they even know me. My folks always told me that everyone loves ogres.
And because Farley couldn't rely on his physical comedy, for those louder moments, he had to express himself using his voice.
No! I'm an ogre! Doesn't that bother you at all?
Unfortunately, with his lines somewhere between 80 to 95% recorded, Farley would tragically die of an overdose in his Chicago apartment.
Damn.
Farley's brother John was then asked if he would come in and record the rest of Shrek's lines, as he could imitate Chris's voice. But John couldn't bring himself to do it, as he was too torn up about his brother's passing at the time.
I know how that is.
The producers then considered possibly bringing in a Chris Farley impersonator, but decided against it, before debating if they should just scrap the entire project, which by this point had been plagued by issues. And what issues, you ask? Besides the failed test animation, which not only was a giant waste of issues.
Look, I'm sorry.
What issues, you ask? Besides the
This motherfucker looked like this. That is an alternative timeline that I am so glad I don't live in. If Shrek looked like this,
failed test animation, which not only was a giant waste of money but forced the project to be started over from scratch, Shrek saw a revolving door of writers, directors, and talent. Two of those writers were Ted Elliott and Terry Rossio, who famously wrote the cancelled Godzilla '94 script. Animators who were not cutting it on other DreamWorks projects like Prince of Egypt were reassigned or banished to work on Shrek as punishment. This was referred internally at DreamWorks as being sent to the Gulag or being Shrek'd. The staff was like the island of misfit toys, as Shrek was seen as DreamWorks' red-headed stepchild that nobody wanted to work on, nobody took seriously, and nobody thought would be successful.
But then what happened? Became the biggest fucking 3D movie success in DreamWorks history. Kung Fu Panda actually. Shrek paved the way. I don't care. Stupid Panda. Kung Fu Panda don't exist without Shrek. Pay your respect.
Ironically, when Shrek came out, it
not your respect. Pay your respect. Shrek. Put some Shrek on my name.
not only was a huge financial success, but it also single-handedly saved DreamWorks Animation after financial disappointments like The Prince of Egypt and The Road to El Dorado. When the project moved to...
It was a financial disappointment, but I will say The Road to El Dorado was a goated movie. It was a great movie.
When the project moved to PDI to be animated, first-time Kiwi director Andrew Adamson, a PDI special effects director, took over as director alongside Vicky Jensen, who had worked on The Road to El Dorado and was promoted to co-director after the other co-director, Kelly Asbury, left to direct Spirit. This is when the story began
Spirit
to
was also a
evolve
goated
into the
movie.
movie we all know, as both directors felt the story had been geared towards Chris Farley, and when he went, the story kind of went with him, forcing them to rework it. This sentiment was echoed by the actor they cast to replace Farley, Mike Myers, who brought a decidedly different energy to the character. Myers experimented with several different accents to try and find the right fit for the ogre. Allegedly, he started out doing a Scottish accent, but it was much thicker than the one in the finished film, more closely resembling the character Fat Bastard from Austin Powers. He also experimented using his SNL Lothar of the Hill People accent, and even did a Chris Farley impression at one point, which eventually evolved into something resembling Jackie Gleason from The Honeymooners. Eventually, he'd record the film in his native Canadian accent, basically his normal voice. But people felt it just wasn't as funny as when he was experimenting with a Scottish accent, prompting Myers to request to re-record all of his lines with it, modeling his performance on how he remembered his parents telling him fairy tales as a kid. And while Myers wouldn't be paid any additional money to re-record his lines, this decision would end up costing DreamWorks an additional $4 million, as they had to reanimate Shrek's mouth in order to sync up with the re-recorded dialogue, as well as animate additional improvisations and ad-libs Myers would make with the Scottish accent. Shrek would be redesigned too in order to make him look a little more like Myers and less like Farley, adding Myers' bushy eyebrows and trimming Shrek's weight back. Chris Farley wasn't the only actor recast either. Janine Garofalo was originally cast as Princess Fiona and even recorded all of her lines. After Chris Farley passed away, however, Garofalo would be fired and replaced by Cameron Diaz. And while
Damn! Just fired her ass? Hey, he passed away, so we're gonna let you go. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, we want somebody else. But so she recorded all the lines. Her co-star passes away, and then they're just like, get the fuck out of here. We're gonna get somebody else.
After Chris Farley passed away, however, Garofalo would be fired and replaced by Cameron Diaz. And while Garofalo has stated that she was never given a reason for why she was replaced, it's possible that she was initially hired as a counter to Farley's upbeat and hopeful version of
That's valid.
Shrek, since Garofalo is known for her sarcasm. With Myers replacing Farley and reshaping the character, it's possible that directors felt Garofalo's cynical nature was no longer the right fit alongside him. While Mike Myers
you have to have a good pairing.
phenomenal job voicing the cartoon ogre, had Chris Farley lived, voicing Shrek could have changed the direction of his career by revealing a softer side to him and showcasing a dimension of his talent that audiences had only seen glimpses of before. Thanks for watching, everybody, and don't forget.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, again, RIP to Chris Farley. Passed away, I guess, 25 years ago, 27 years ago or something now. But still, RIP. But I will say, no matter how amazing he did, if Shrek looked like this movie would not. I don't care what nobody says. This movie would not have blown up the way it did, and it would not have subsequently had any sequels. Absolutely not. Anyway, we only got on this topic because we were talking about the redesigns. And we were talking about the redesign of Donkey Kong. And how I think that the redesign looks sick. Oh, another thing I haven't seen. Is there a new Mario Party?
Super Mario
Or is this the same thing? Oh, it's just a Nintendo Switch 2 version.
Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls.
I will say I did see that. That's really cool. That you can use the Joy-Con as a mouse. I think that's sick.
Audio recognition. More expressive rumble. And gameplay that uses a camera.
All right, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch camera. They're adding a camera accessory to the Nintendo Switch. Dado made this joke and I thought the same thing. If I boot up a Nintendo game to play against randoms and I see a dick on my screen, I'm going to very calmly close the game, unplug the camera, and find somebody, ask them if they want to fight, and utilize the camera as a weapon, not to hurt my opponent, but to make sure that the camera breaks and somebody feels the same pain that I just felt. Okay? I don't trust people. I don't trust the world. I don't trust the internet with a Nintendo Switch 2 camera.
Camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities.
Okay, I think at home, like if you're just in the crib, this would be cool. Like if you're just like on a couch, like if you're playing with your family or something, this will be cool.
You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions.
That's pretty cool. Because like instead of having to like, oh, okay, I like that. Oh, I didn't see this.
In real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage to hit blocks to collect the most coins, guide an RC car with your voice, go, and compete in other mini games using full body movement and sound. Finally, take a
I'm just gathering my thoughts. I think this will be very fun with like family. It's like family fun, okay? With like get-togethers. But maybe I'm just a hater.
compete in other mini games using full body.
Bro, maybe there's something wrong with me. Because my innate response is just like, look at these happy ass niggas, bro. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm happy. Look at me having fun. Fucking fake fun. You're not having fun. You're a paid actor. Shut up. Shut up. You're not. Shut up. You're not having fun.
Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off.
Go!
Use mouse controls.
Who was that?
You're off.
Bro, when did they give Dotto Doya a speaking role?
Bar lowered and secured, you're off.
Go!
Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster. When you enter a pipe, a minigame will begin.
So this is pretty much,
There's a
if you guys ever
bouldering
played
game.
like Ghost Blasters or like in like Disneyland, they have the Buzz Lightyear ride where you have to like shoot the little things as it like flies through. It's kind of like that, but video game version.
Where 2 players each control an arm. And one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive minigames. How quickly can you reach the station?
I'm sure this will be
From
fun.
minigames
It'll be
that use
fun.
a
I'm
camera,
hating, but it'll be fun.
The built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble. The biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
So when does the Switch come out? Remind me. April? No, my bad. July? June. Damn, June. That's pretty fucking soon. That's pretty soon. All right, let me see the Nintendo Switch version of this. All right, I'm opening up a can of worms because people can be like, where is it? Let me see. All right.
Upgrade your adventures in Hyrule.
Let me just address it, okay? And I hate to use this as an excuse. I hate to even bring this up. I don't even want it. Zelda has like a very special place in my heart, okay? Because again, I'm not gonna get all sad, all right? But Zelda was a game that I like really resonated with when it came to like my brother, okay? So obviously what happened, you know, sad, yeah. But revisiting Zelda feels like kind of revisiting that because it's like, oh. And plus the last game, again, I'm not trying to be sad, but just because people wondering why haven't you got back into Tears of the Kingdom? The last game he played was Tears of the Kingdom. And I remember him like talking about it, trying to like get me to play and shit. So that's where I'm at. I still love Zelda, but I just kind of like buried it a little bit. And I'm sure I'll come back eventually.
On the Nintendo Switch 2 system. The Legend of
I want to
Zelda,
see if the game looks
Breath
different.
of the Wild, and The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom games will both have Nintendo Switch 2 editions.
Okay, but like, does it look better?
Jump back into the adventure, now with enhanced resolution and frame rates. They both
show us
support
side by side.
HDR, which makes the image more vibrant, and they have smoother, higher definition graphics. Plus, the load times
There
when
we go.
warping are much faster.
Hold on, let's see the side by side. Okay, yeah, it is a little more. I know they're going to show load times, but I kind of want to see like the visuals too. Not that we care too much about visuals in Nintendo games. We're just here for like the fun games. But, you know, the grass particles look a little more realistic, I guess, a little less blurred. You know, but I mean, it's not a significant difference. But let's see the load times. That's what's important.
Plus, the load times when warping are much faster, helping you explore Hyrule with ease.
I will say Switch load times were very bad. So yeah, that is a bit better.
If you already own the Nintendo Switch games, your save data can be carried over.
Okay, that's good.
On top of that, you can now create 2 manual save data files, so feel free to start a new game without worrying about losing your old data.
Could you not do that before? Could you not do that? Wait,
To start a new game without worrying about losing your old data.
you couldn't make a second save file? How did I not know that? The fuck? You couldn't even do that?
And introducing Zelda Notes, a new feature that can help you get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule.
Zelda
It's a
Notes.
game-specific service found in the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these games. It's designed to provide a more streamlined gameplay experience. Let's go over some of the new features you'll find in Zelda
Yeah, I
Notes.
was gonna say, what the fuck is it?
Sometimes, it can be tough to locate shrines you haven't cleared or Koroks hiding around Hyrule. That's where navigation comes in handy.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
It'll provide a helpful
We have a fucking Siri GPS to know it. Proceed to the route.
voice
At the exit, take a right.
guide.
We have a fucking
Your destination
Apple
is
Maps
north
of this
here
shit.
and close. Your destination is above. Your destination is nearby.
They just doing shit. I don't even think this is a bad feature, but they just doing shit. Like, this is just one of those things that they're doing. This is gonna open the door for something that's probably a little more practical in the future. Because I think like this sort of connection is pretty cool, but
You have reached your destination.
you have reached
Guidance
your-
deactivating.
Give it a try as you search for all sorts of things.
Okay.
When you visit certain places, you can hear voice memories.
My study. I found a silent princess in a corner of this desolate room. How many years?
These are stories that weren't in the original games.
Okay. All right. I'm not trying to come off as I'm not a hater here. Okay, but I just valid question. Why can't I just listen to this in the game? Why do I require my phone app to listen to this? I can't just like press play and then like listen to it in the game?
Voice memories can be located using navigation.
Your destination.
Look, I'm not quick to hate. Bro said just hate it, bro. It's ass. I'm not quick to hate. Like, I like to give things the benefit of the doubt. So that's how you know, because then when I hate on something, it carries more weight. Because I'm not quick to hate, all right? I give things a chance.
Destination is nearby.
The dueling peaks. I shudder to think of what would have happened if Link hadn't led everyone here.
Plus, in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you won't just hear stories from Princess Zelda.
This altar is considered the most holy place in the temple.
You can look forward to hearing stories from 2 other characters as well.
Is this the afterlife?
That is just a funny fucking little audio bit. If you ever get your ass beat in something, just play that audio bit.
In The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you can freely create your own vehicles and weapons.
I was learning how to do this a little bit. I'm gonna have to relearn this entire game too whenever I come back.
But have you ever wanted to share your creations? With auto build sharing, you can create QR codes to share blueprints with others, even on social media.
That's kind of cool. Will I ever use it? No. But that's pretty cool. I think that's a cool feature. Because I have seen motherfuckers building like Gundams and shit. So that's a pretty cool feature.
When receiving a QR code, you can scan it with Zelda Notes and use materials to auto-build the creation in your game.
Wait, it auto builds it too? That's OP. I think that's too good. Did he even need the materials? That's easy mode. Oh yeah, I did use some materials in the top right. I think that's too good. Bro, ain't part of the game like building it yourself? What the fuck?
Another thing you can do with QR codes is gift in-game items to other players. For example, when gifting a sword or some meat, you can create a QR code. Then another player can receive it in their game via Zelda Notes.
It's a cool feature. I think having that is cool. However, I think this is just me being a purist. It takes away from the single player like experience to me. Because now you could just have other people do it for you. Why are we coddling these people? Why are we coddling these people? I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think the tech is cool, but I like my Zelda games solo. That's just me. That's just me.
With Photo Studio,
Elon Musk gonna
you
love
can
that.
edit photos taken in-game. By sending your pics...
I think the only way I would use something like that is if I made a new file, like a new account, and I wanted to just like transfer some of the shit I had on my old account to my new one, then maybe I would do something like that, if that's something that's doable. I think then it's cool. But I don't know. Like if you just have like a homie who beat the game, like say for example, you got a homie who beat the entire game, right? So they got access to the craziest shit. And then they're done with the game. So they're just like, all right, I'm gonna send you all my shit. And then they give you all their shit. And then you just like breeze through the game in 2 seconds.
To Zelda
I think
Notes.
that's whack.
You can crop them and decorate them with stamps. Or add a QR code to share your creations.
Nobody using this shit. Nobody care about these damn photos.
My Play Data keeps track of different records since your adventures began, such
That's
as the
pretty
number
cool.
of enemies you've defeated.
That's cool. I like the stats. You can like compare stats. I like
You can
that.
even earn in-app medals based on your records. Aim for new medals and goals.
Okay, so it's like a
total
trophy
distance
system.
traveled
I
or
like this as
rupees
well.
collected. With global play data,
My mom is
you
not
can see where
buying
your
me an
records rank
$80
within the
Zelda
global
game. I'm
community.
26, by the way. I don't think she's buying you any games.
On top of comparing your data with other players around the world, you can also see your gameplay trends. Once per day, you can spin for a daily bonus. You'll be granted whichever in-game effect it lands on for the day, so give it a try. Good luck.
The fuck is that dragon? Whoa, spoilers! I haven't played all through Tears of the Kingdom.
Accessories can
Fuck
be
is
used
that?
to receive in-game items. Zelda Notes keeps track of each amiibo you scan. When you scan an amiibo 5 times, you'll get an additional bonus use of that amiibo that you could normally only scan once per day.
Huh.
Upgrade your adventures in Hyrule on Nintendo Switch 2. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch 2 editions. If you already own the Switch games, you can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 editions by purchasing upgrade packs. Or access the upgrade packs at no additional cost with a paid Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership. Plus,
Fuck. Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack member. What the fuck is that?
Plus, these new amiibo figures will also be available. If you
I read you.
If you scan them in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you might receive a paraglider fabric.
Wow, really? How'd I know you'd do that?
A paraglider.
You don't know me. Shut up. Shut up. You didn't know what I was gonna do. All right. And then I guess a new Kirby game. I'm not a Kirby hater, but I was never really a huge, I don't know. I never really got into Kirby too heavily. Yeah. I mean, that's all I think I really care about for Switch stuff. The Kirby looks good though. FromSoft, I did see that. I'll throw it up. Souls. It's like Dusk or some shit. Yeah. So I saw this. Balvin posted this, so I saw it. It's everyone's saying it's like Bloodborne, but on the Switch. I kind of like they're doing this just because I think. Did Elden Ring ever come out on the Switch? Did Elden Ring ever come out on the Switch? Now it will? Okay, but it didn't historically. Okay. So what I think this is Elden Ring. They saw how crazy Elden Ring was success-wise. Like it won Game of the Year on like consoles and PC, obviously. But the Switch's hardware just couldn't handle it. Okay. So I think FromSoft saw a market of, you know, Nintendo users who have never really been able to play Souls games. So they're like, fuck, let's make something specifically for the Switch. And I think that's what they did. Now, I could be wrong. This could come out on the other consoles. I've already seen this, by the way. I'm just going to skip to like the gameplay. She just be doing some talking. I think it's like a vampire dude. She puts a little mark on his hand or well, you know what I'm saying? From software. Okay, this is where we start to care. It's coming, but no. Yeah, so that's what I think it is. I think they see the Switch as just like missed opportunity, you know? It's like, damn, there's so many people who just have a Switch. What are we gonna do about them? This is what they doing. So now the Switch is gonna have its own little FromSoft thing. Because I will say, the game, let me peep it, because I only watched it on my phone. All right, I gotta know one thing. Am I creating my own character? Or do I just look like old boy here? Am I just playing as old boy here? Or do I create my own vampire? I think it's a vampire. He looked like he'd be sucking on neck. You know? It's like, are these different characters? Like, are these created characters? Or are these... No, that's a boss. I beat that motherfucker's ass. There go Dotto Doya. It's a PvP over game. It's PvP PvE. So like every Souls game ever. Or what do you mean? Why does Frog got titties?
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Damn! This boss gonna beat me 2 times before I beat him. I give him credit. That like a werewolf lichen or some shit? Oh, fuck! That's Dino when he gets mad. What a go never. What a go.
The moon tears will flow for one. And one alone.
Nigga pulled up in his pajamas, think he a fucking threat. Motherfucker look like he excited Christmas morning to open up some goodies. He's in his fucking pajamas. I'm supposed to be scared of you? Oh, I have an axe. Nigga, you are in PJs. You are not a threat. Matter of fact, fuck this nigga.
And one alone.
No, don't talk in my ear. You ain't Mesmer. You pajama nigga. Are you worried about him? What if he's 9'5"? More embarrassing. Bro had to go out of his way to find 9'5" accommodating pajamas. PJs. Cozy wozy. He's just missing the sleeping cap. Matter of fact, he a bum. Fuck him specifically. When I play this game, remember this. When I play this game and I meet him, I'm one trying this bitch. He think he too cool. He think he hard as hell.
Look, mommy, I got an owie. I got an owie on my hand.
Shut up, bum. All right, this game does look hype though. Game look good to me. A fucking bird rat. Bro, sometimes I don't know if it's just like the man in me or if it's just like the irrational. I don't know what it is. Like I'm just confrontational for no reason sometimes. Why the fuck he looking at me like that? Like he could do it. You are a rat bird. You don't even know what you are, you genetic freak. I'm supposed to be scared of you? You get the last frame? You get the Linkin Park, what I've done, fucking cutaway to show that there's gonna be a sequel? You are bird rat with an earring. What is significant about this? Does this say something about cock on your fucking wing? Why am I scared of you? Why would I be? You get the Linkin Park what I've done cutaway. Him. I fucking linked that shit up perfectly. Bro think he's fucking bro, you are a fucking rat. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Fucking rat mouse bird. Think I'm scared of him. Oh shit. That shit lined up perfectly. You know what? Y'all must have forgot I used to be X Elite Vegeta X, made the best AMVs of all time. Y'all must have forgot about that. Yeah, I just kind of know like how to sync things up. You know, sometimes I just know how to put things together, you know, just, you know what I'm saying? Just put that piece here, put that piece, you know, just sometimes just line up like that, you know. Hold on, I gotta see the clip. Failed to determine content classification. Cool. Good job, Twitch. All right. So I think I'm all caught up on. Did I miss anything outside of Kirby? Nintendo Switch wise? I don't think I did. Fucking rat with wings. Price? Oh yeah, let's talk about price. Yeah, I already saw Donkey Kong. I think you just weren't here. And I think that could be game of the year. That game looks so fucking fire. And something I told everybody in case you weren't here for it, because it was a little bit ago. First game that I have recollection playing in my entire life, like when I was fucking this big, you know what I'm saying? Like just like that big. Probably a little taller. Was Donkey Kong 64. Okay. So that's why I always pick Donkey Kong. That's why I identify with Donkey Kong. Not for, because some people think it's like race, like some racial thing. Like, no, you're racist for thinking that. I just like Donkey Kong. So I made a tweet saying like, I look exactly like Donkey Kong and everyone thinks that I'm just being racist. Sending me pictures of Dr. Umar. I just like Donkey Kong? What the fuck? Is that a problem? Oh, because it was copywritten? Ah, come on, Twitch. Okay, what I'll do, I'll clip it and then I'll just add it myself. Fuck, but then you won't hear my laugh. Damn, that was just streamer moment only, I guess. Moment just for you guys who are here. No one else will experience it. All right, yeah, okay. So, I said this was going to be a short stream. Y'all know what song is good? Yeah, copyright me then. Copyright me then, Twitch. Yeah. Nothing? That's a live acoustic performance. You don't even know what the fuck that is. Your robots aren't prepped. Don't actually copy. That was a joke. That was a joke. Don't do that. Please don't do that to me. Kick be waiting. I will not be doing that. Check out Rhyme's new thumbnail, LOL. If this has nothing to do with me, if I click this thumbnail and it has nothing to do with me, and I might block you. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, it has something to do with me. Just because sometimes people will be like, hey, go out of your way and do X, Y, and Z. And then it's just like, bro, this has nothing to do with me. Here's what it looks like. It's valid. Okay. I mean, I've seen it a million times. Doesn't get old. What is the new SpongeBob horror game? You know what? I'm curious.
It's official. I have big news that I've been waiting to share with everybody for the last couple of weeks, but...
Is he green screening, but put his background as the background?
It's official. I have big news that I've been waiting to share with everybody for the last couple of
Yeah, he did, because you can tell the cut. Okay, I'm not hating. I'm just like, I'm curious. Okay.
weeks, but I just finalized everything and I am moving. I am moving to Bikini Bottom. I've decided I don't want to be a YouTuber anymore. I want to be a fish. I want to live amongst the sponges and the starfish and the Squidwards of the world and eat Krabby Patties for the rest of my life. That just sounds like a great way to retire and then sail away into the sunset. So in an effort to wanting to play more random games in the channel, I saw this on TikTok and I saw a couple of streamers have also played it. It's called SpongeBob Night Shift. It is a... that's enough talking. Damn!
What are we gonna do today?
This is kind of sick already.
From yesterday's Diddy party.
Okay, I'm not gonna watch this because I feel like this is a game I might want to play. What the fuck? Yeah, this game looks kind of cool actually. All right, yeah, I don't want to spoil myself, but hey, Dino dropped this video if y'all want to check it out, I guess. All right, but for me, before I wrap up this stream, I know you guys would love me to play some Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just been so long. Favorite Yu Yu Hakusho character? I have not watched Yu Yu Hakusho in its entirety, so I could not tell you. I've seen random episodes on Toonami when I was a kid. I know nothing else about the show other than Spirit God. And there's a guy named Hiei who can make a dragon. And then there's the redheaded guy. And then there's the buff guy whose name starts with a T, who's a bad guy. And then there's a tournament. And then Yu Yu Hakusho can get long hair. The main character can get long hair when he gets to his final form or whatever the fuck. I don't know really anything about it. Anyway, I've heard it's very good. I'm not hating on it. I couldn't tell you nothing about it. Limbs tight, skin tight, self-inflicted. What y'all know about 10 Years Wasteland? Fine, I'll put it on. God, you guys want me to play the song so bad. Fucking begging me. Damn, stop begging me all the time. Sheesh. I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. All I know is that it feels like forever. No one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. I don't know about that song. Stone Sour Through the Grass? Nothing? Never heard of it? Didn't think so. How do you feel? And that is the question. But I forget you don't expect an easy answer. If something like a soul becomes initialized and folded up like paper dolls and little notes, you can't expect a bit of hope. So while you're outside looking in, describe it what you see. Remember what you're staring at is me. I'm looking at you. Don't know how much I'm at. All I know that I got the clip. Oh shit. Is there any way you have the build up? Do you have the build up when I'm like talking shit about this dumbass rat? Actually, you could probably just get that on Twitch, right? Because that shit is funny, but I want it because I was talking shit about him. I need to see it. Lancia! If you chain Ash Blossom, I'm beating your ass Imperm style. I'm still beating your ass Imperm style. You didn't let me edit it? I don't think that portion of the stream will be muted anyway, so we could probably, I could probably snag it and just Frankenstein it together. So let mercy come and wash away all of dawn or face myself across out what I've become. Rock myself and let go of what I. So you guys didn't know that I'm a musical artist who could give up the streaming shit and become a musical artist. So you guys didn't know that about me. My bad. My bad. My fault. Quick question. My bad if somebody already asked, but any plans on finishing or continuing the Fighters Nuzlocke with Dotto? Yes. I will continue it. Are you cooking Snake Eyes with this deck? Yes, I went first. I will cook most decks if I go first with this deck. That includes Tenpai. They cannot beat this. So I'm about to really hurt his feelings now when I summon this. He's gonna surrender. He will surrender. This game is over. He will surrender. This game is over. Yep, you got to pay the premium for that one, buddy. You can go Typhon, I guess. Oh, the Fiendsmith. You are going to smith some fiends, yes. Quick question. You got the name of the song that just played before? Yes, it's called 10 Years Wasteland. Change my attempt, good intentions. So he doesn't want to discard anything. Anyway. I could have told you that was going to happen. Because I went first. Sorry. Sorry, partner, I went first. You can't win if I go first. Impossible. Self-inflicted expectation. Looks like I'm going first again. Looks like I win again. Now I'm gonna break because I said that. Hey Dion, any idea when the next episode of the Pokemon Soul Link with Dotto will be out? Once we are done recording the entire series. which we cannot do until Dotto's save file is recovered and saved, which I think it's very close to being saved. Medallion. Go ahead, ask me. See if I care. I don't. Plot twist. Spoiler alert. I don't. Spoiler alert. I don't care. Hexa Spirit. Send. Mirror Mage? Yeah. Spoiler alert. I don't give a fuck. Hey. I mean, it did kind of fuck things up. I would have had full combo. Now I got an okay combo. Like it's kind of mid, I guess. It's kind of like whatever, but I could just salvage this with this wins here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna grab wins. You know, saying, then turn this into that. And then I'm gonna activate this. I'm gonna discard that. Gonna summon Lamp. Activate a flip. Bring out this Mirror Mage. Protect myself from nib, and by protect myself, I mean if he nibs me, I'm gonna banish a card in his hand. If this gets sent away. Speaker. Onto the field. Activate a flip. 1. A 2. A 3. Oh, Coral. Oh, Coral Dragon. Speaker. I could just hit something in his hand right now. Just to show him. Just to show him that I ain't here to play games with him. I ain't here to play games with him. Or I could draw a bunch of cards. I'm going to draw a bunch of cards. I want to draw. I want to draw. I want to draw some cards right now. I want to draw some cards into my hand right now. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Wow. Wow. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Okay. Well, I could also get out. All right, hear me out. We're gonna get out one more Ice Barrier card. Just gonna bring out Hexa Spirit. Slap it right there, and now we can protect. I think we protect. And we have the Ashy Blossom in hand.
I'm feeling pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh, yeah. We got to talk about the price of games now. My bad. So, I'll say this. Nobody likes prices going up. Myself included. I will say I'm not shocked that games reached 80, but I am shocked at how quickly we went from 70 to 80. Because I feel like it wasn't that long ago. Like, I remember 60. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, my age myself. Shit, I remember 40, 50. I remember 30. But anyway, 60 was the norm for a while with PS4. Went up to 70 with PS5. And then it kind of like, we really 80 now? It just feels like that transition happened very fast. So I'm not shocked if we get to 80 like we did. I'm shocked at how quickly we got to 80. That's my thing. And then 94 physical. Yeah, that's something. That is something. Macrocosmos. So you're a noob. So you're a noob. I think I have to do this because I kind of want to keep my graveyard. But this feels like bait as well. I'm gonna let this rock. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Now I am cooked. And he's playing Exodia. You should have let this resolve first, you idiot. Now my cards don't get banished. Oh, he's a dunce. Oh, he's a dunce. I'm about to cook this man. I'm about to end this man's whole career, everybody. Everybody sit back and watch as I end this man's entire career. Look at it. Look at it, photograph. Chain link 1, because it misses timing. Then chain link 2, it comes back. You're a bot. You're a bot. I'm back, idiot. Aw, now he's leaving. Oh, little guy. Oh, poor little guy. Idiot. Thoughts on which part? $90 for a physical copy. That is literally just a license on a card and not actual ownership of the game is so unbelievably bad. So are the physical versions, because I don't know yet, but I know with like physical, like the PS5, for example, if you have a disc, even when you put that disc in, it still needs to like install shit. Like it's still installing shit from like the fucking internet. Is that the case with the new Nintendo Switch games? Like, can I just put my fucking game in and start playing it? Or do I have to put my game in and then download the game from somewhere else? Because that's ass, and I hate that about all physical games across all platforms. Because why the fuck do I buy the physical copy, but the game isn't even fully on the physical copy? Reinhardt, I will attempt to say no. I miss when games, I think, what was it? PS3 was the last game that did this, where you just put the game in, or like the Xbox 360, PS3 generation. That was the last generation of like, just put the game in, you have the game, play it. Don't have to be connected online anywhere. You have the game, play it. You don't need internet. But I feel like now you need internet to be able to play any game. Because once you put the game in physically, it needs to download the game from somewhere. Nice turn. Do they, I don't know, make it for... those of the manly stature. My bad. I think the PS3, it stopped after that. I think. All right, so we are gonna go with Georgius still. Yeah, we go Georgius. Chain link 1, chain link 2.
If this is the best you can muster, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I'm gonna destroy you.
Grab wins. Wins over the ice barrier. And then Georgius will special summon from hand or grave. I'm going to special summon my Mayor Mage from the grave. When I put my money in the grave, really gotta put it in place. That doesn't do anything to me. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything to me, pussy. Pussy. Speaker. Lancia. Lords Max. Speaker. Has to be an effect monster. Anemone. You know you're gonna explode, right? Like, you know you lose, right? Like you know that, right? Like you have no chance. Like you have zero chance at all. Like there's an absolute zero chance that you win this game. Like you know that, right? Like come on. Like you think Droll's gonna stop me? Like you think like you're fucking cooked, kid. Like I don't know what you want me to say. Don't know what you want me to tell you. Oh, Coral. Wins. I will tribute my tokens to summon ice barriers from anywhere in my deck, pussy. That's 17 plus that. Yeah, that's game. We'll bring out the Warlock just in case, just for safekeeping. Throw you out there, throw you out there, and then go to battle. Goodbye, buddy. You're lose, buddy. Goodbye.
It's not just a boulder. It's a girl.
$5 from It's Go-Go. Love the content, Seereax. If you have a 60 card TCG Blue Eyes deck, wait, I have a 60 card TCG Blue Eyes deck that I would love your thoughts on. I don't hate that idea for Blue Eyes specifically. Basically, any deck that has like bricks. I don't hate a bigger deck because you lowering the percentage of a chance that you draw a brick. But you need to make sure to supplement, like you're playing 20 more cards than other people. So you have to make sure that those additional 20 cards are very conducive to your deck flowing, you know? 60 card decks can work, but they're trickier to navigate, obviously. It brings out Magia? Shit, we'll bring out Magia then. I love Magia. I hate it when it's used against me, but I love summoning it. Brings out Magia with one card. Is the one card Wishes with Eyes of Blue? Or is it Neo Kaiser Seahorse or some shit? Oh, wow, I bricked. I'll end my tween. I'll set one card and end my tween. He picked to go second, by the way. This is Tenpai. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna say no to that, I think. Special summon one Ken the Warrior. Yeah, you could do that. I'm gonna say no. Because this draws him cards, right? Discard is summon. Discard. Yeah. So yeah, this one makes your opponent. Yeah. So this one would have him draw two or whatever. So we just gonna say no to that. Look like he bricked two. Why didn't he attack? He's a robot. I draw. Wow, lovely. Absolutely perfect. I end my turn. I'm going to say no to that with my Royal Finish Dominus Impulse. And because I have a trap in my graveyard, you're destroyed. Bing, bing. All right, any starter. Alrighty now, let's just keep playing this game then. Let's have a ball. Let's have a fantastic time. I'll set another card and I'll end my turn. In the Destined Rival series, are you guys allowed to have more than 40 cards? Yes, as long as half of the deck is support for Blue Eyes or Dark Magician respectively. No react vid for the Switch showcase. I just reacted to all the Switch shit on stream. Jeez, man, can I play the game? Like, Scoob, can I play the game? Who's gonna unbrick first? I wonder what he's playing. we go. That's a starter. The beginning of the end for my opponent, whose name is that. Activate effect. So you have Droplet. So you're playing Tenpai. So you bricked super bad and you can't actually play Tenpai against me. Okay, sends away a Raigeki. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be enough to stop my turn. I hope you have more.
Because unfortunately for you, pussy, I'm just getting started.
I don't want a Georgius just yet. Instead, I'm going to Winds over the ice barrier. Tribute. Now you ass boss of me? Oh no? Gasp? So you're just giving me a revealer. Better have another imperm, or you better have another negate. Activate. I will send away my General Rayo. Any plans to play the Kakarot Daima DLC? I'm sure I will. I played the rest of Kakarot, so surely I'm gonna play that.
I mean, it just makes sense, doesn't it?
All right, let's bring out Mirror Mage. Mirror Mage in circulation, guys. It's over for my opponent. Literally over. There's just nothing he can do now. It's kind of sad. Like now he's just gonna explode. He's just gonna perish. Georgius! Could nib me, but I have impulse, so I will say no to nib. Hexa Spirit. Guys, I kind of think I have to blast urine out of my cock, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm kind of feeling like I gotta blast urine out of my cock, though. All right, bring out Lancia. How old are you now? Old enough to be with your mom. I'm joking. My bad. I just turned dirty. I'm a dirty-year-old, man. I just turned dirty in Feb. I feel good. Coral. Oh, Coral. Mirror Image. Keep the strat, guys. Look, I'm gonna add Warlock to my hand right here, and then I'm gonna activate Coral Dragon. I'm gonna discard the Warlock because then I can bring it back with Freezing Chains. I'm gonna target this just to force him to use it. It's called by. Ha! You hit the wrong card, buddy. You should have hit the Mirror Mage, or you should hit the Warlock, I mean. You're a bot. You are a bot. Oh, you are a bot. And you are a bot. You're a bot. Please let me know why you're a bot. Doodle. Oh, he has nothing else, guys. Oh no, guys, he has nothing else. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Okay, should I just be pushing for game then? Let's see. 33 there, and then I can easily bridge this into a 3000, obviously. So then we'll have 63. Then we just Freezing Chains. I think we just push for game. Let's just test his gangsta, you know? Let's just push for game. This will negate whatever he has face down. Dragite. Prima donna. Give me this back. Uzi. Freezing Chains. Yes. Summon Revealer. This is exactly 8,000 damage. Uzi. Bye-bye. 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 All right, I gotta piss. I'm gonna piss real quick. Do you have the Blue Eyes deck? You guys, I went to YCS and got like top 30 out of 400 something teams, okay? With Blue Eyes. Yes, I have a Blue Eyes deck. Yes, I know how to play Blue Eyes. Do I have a blue eyes deck? Oh, fuck. Yes. Oh, hold on. Are y'all hating on me? What'd y'all say? 7-3 record. Let's see if he goes to Houston. 1v1 be different than 3v3. Oh, so you're doubting me. So you're doubting me. I'm not going to Houston. Just because, you know, life. But I am planning to attend my regional, which is on the 10th of April. I'd rather talk about that basketball game, Ruxin challenging you. If he wants to challenge me, he can. If he wants to end up on the same list that Sam's on. Is Sam loud and singing constantly IRL too? Yes. I was thinking about it for a second, but yes. All right, if this resolves, I win the game. What can I say?
Nani?
Okay. My percentage of winning this game went down from 100% to 90%. Okay. We still have 90% chance right now. Boom. Dominus Impulse. Or Dominus Purge, I mean. If that is Dominus Purge, our percentage goes down. Now we're at about 60%, okay? That's a pretty significant drop off. We kind of needed that to resolve. We're still not out of it, but we're not in a great spot. We have plummeted down to 5%. that was big. That was big. We have plummeted down to 5%. He just had everything. We went from a strong 60 to about 5. Guys, boom, boom, and then nib. Like, sometimes you just got the answers. All right, I think we have to hit this. We don't want him to get maiden in play. Or we have to hope he doesn't get mated in play, so I think this is always what we hit with Imperm. But I was gonna say, if he somehow has the answer to this too, shit, I'll shake his hand. He could just take it. In this, actually, he can go into Ultimate Spirit Dragon with just these two. Which he might do. Just like hard summon it. Right? Yeah. Level 12. Can't he? Oh, Crimson. Oh yeah, it needs 2 tuners. Yeah. It's okay, guys. He's gonna play that into the Imperm column. Pussy, played in the Imperm column. I don't think I win this game. He does this. Has to be normal summoned. He has Roar. He still gets Spirit. He still gets Ultimate Spirit. I don't know if we can win this game. Not gonna lie. This is he's got Spirit Dragon. He has Crimson. Gonna have Neo Blue Eye, so I can't target. None of my cards really target anyway, so that's not a huge deal. Now he could tag this out into Ultimate Spirit and then Crimson Dragon for the Cipher, whatever the fuck, to keep it from being destroyed. Yep. I believe that's exactly what he's gonna do. First, he's got to get his punch in with the Cipher Dragon. Yep. Start a Cipher. We're about to drop a Cipher. All right, and he has a monster negate. Honestly, we just need any normal summon. If that's Majesty, we just lose. But we need any normal summon so we can go Typhon, I guess. Typhon might be our only thing that can salvage this. Okay. See if he negates this. Sometimes you just have everything. Sometimes you just have everything. He just had everything. It's one of those situations where, ooh, I wish we could run it back and do an actual Yu-Gi-Oh set of side decking and all that shit. Because there's no way he draws like that again. Yeah, go ahead. Make a board like that right now. All right, make a board like that right now. I have no fucking starters. Guys, do I get off Ice Berry? Is this a sign? He has 60 card deck. If he grasses me, I'm leaving. Branded 60 card deck. I should throw up. Centurion, I should throw up. I don't know why. I know there's people who really mess with Centurion. This deck, I do not like this deck. Not a fan. Did you see the new Ashen card, by the way? I have not seen anything like that. No. I actually haven't. Like, jokes aside, I know, like, you know, they don't like people talking about that. I couldn't even if I wanted to. Because I don't know anything about that. But I do love Ashen. So, if true, cool. I will say this deck with King Calamity was a nightmare. Oh, yeah. The hot red Archfiend Calamity thing. Yeah, fuck that card. Funny because Blue Eyes could have done the same thing. I might be mobile gaming only because games are getting too expensive. $80 is crazy. I will say this in the case of Mario Kart. Again, I don't want to justify it because I don't think games should be $80. Let me just say that. But I will say, if Mario Kart World lasts as long as Mario Kart 8, then it's not like you're not getting the value for your money. Because those motherfuckers supported that game for like 10 years. So $80 for 10 years? Shit. What does that math breakdown do? Anyone know if Nintendo vouchers will work for Switch 2? I couldn't tell you, but if I had to guess, I would think they would. Donkey Kong is 80 also. Yeah, it's crazy. What day do you stream Destined Rivals? I never stream Destined Rivals. Never have, never will. Destined Rivals is a YouTube exclusive series for videos exclusively. I missed the Bleach streams. Man, I'll turn on Bleach right now after my next win. But what if I never win? All right, I'm just gonna go next. I might have been able to do something with this, but I just don't feel like sitting through this turn. And it's sad because some of these Yu-Gi-Oh! Like duels really comes down to like whether or not I have the patience to sit through whatever bullshit they happen to be doing. It's like I don't want to sit here for 3 minutes watching this guy fucking make an annoying ass board. I'd rather them wait for 3 minutes to watch me make an annoying ass board, you know? The modern struggle of Yu-Gi-Oh! To be fair, how much is it really if you tally up the free-to-play model and how much money that makes? So it possibly makes sense to make that price, especially if you don't have to buy DLC and such. Nim Nim! I appreciate the raid, partner. We're playing some Chad Ice Barrier. I'm about to get Ash Blossomed right now, but I'm going to attempt to activate this. And if I do, I'm just going to win the game for you guys. I'm getting ashed. Oh, nope. Hold on. Hold on now. All right. I need to play around the idea that he might have Ash. I think he actually probably has Maxi, but we have Ash, so we don't care. What plays around that the best? I think I'm just going to grab... If I grab Hexa, I can grab Hexa Summon, send Mirror Mage Search, and I can get the Revealer off of... All right, let's try the Hexa Spirit. Will I regret this? Possibly. Let's see. Ice Berry's Pog. Hey, you know ball. He knows ball. All right, I think this... I don't know. He has something. But he's not activating it. Interesting. Mirror Mage! Are you sure you want to allow this to resolve? I will beat your ass now. You understand the ramifications of what you've done. Do you not? I'm honestly just fishing right now. I'm trying to fish for his hand trap. Trying to see what he has. Alright, well, here we go, wins. Maybe it's Fuelos. So if he has Fuelos, he would do it now. You had Maxi the whole time, you little dipshit. I'm going to ash you. And now you lose the game. Go ahead, surrender. Seereax, who do you want to learn next on Bleach? I told you guys. These fucking bots are maxi or bust. My maxi doesn't resolve, then I'm not playing. If you ask my maxi, then I'm going home. Why do I always play against players that have Chinese or Japanese names? Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Popular TCG, OCG, was actually born in Japan. So you'll find that quite a lot of people in Japan are also fans of the game. Okay. Let's do this first. We have called by, so I'm not losing sleep over whatever he got. Whatever he got. All right, and we have, honestly, we have a lot of good tools here. All right, Almirage. We're fishing for hand traps. Do you have anything on this? Ashy Blossom. Can I survive beyond this Ash Blossom? I'm gonna allow this because I think he also has Maxi. I'm gonna hold on to the called by for Maxi. Watch, I promise I'm a G. Like, guys, I got this guy red. Got this guy red like a book. Now we have the called by for Maxi, which would be much more devastating. Gasp, he didn't use it. Maybe he has Fulos. Fu-wa loss. Thinking on this? Yeah, I'm thinking on this. Okay, this. Locked into synchros. Valor! You bitch! I want this to resolve. You don't have Maxi, you would have used it. See, this effect's a little more important to resolve. Arr! So you're playing hand trap the deck. Do you really think this is gonna stop me? You think your pitiful hand traps are gonna stop the likes of me? You're a bot! I have to see if I'm still locked into synchro monsters. Let's see. Special summon up to 3, and if you do increase, also you cannot special summon. So am I still locked into the synchro thing if it got negated? Huh. What is the ruling on that? It does say check mark, so maybe it just registers that as if I did. I guess there's only one way to find out. Only one way to find out. Speaker. I'm not locked, you little idiot. You little idiot. Okay, let's do this. Then I could just bring it back out, and then we have the extra body. But I don't want to play into Nib too heavy. I just want to get the value off of Georgius. Because Georgius will special summon a card from the graveyard. So if we go Artemis, then go to the graveyard. Oh, okay. No, I see something else we could do. We don't even have to do all that. Oh, it's a free body, though. I'm taking a free body. If he has Nib, he has Nib. He won't, though. He won't, though. Okay. Actually, the way this dumbass card points is kind of annoying. Because now I can't make Anemone. I mean, I could make SP Little Knight, which isn't terrible, but... Fuck it. Alright. So the only reason we're doing this is because as long as we keep at least one Ice Barrier body on the field, then when we summon off of the Lancia, then usually an Ice Barrier card for its Floodgate effect to work, you have to control another Ice Barrier card. So now I have this ice barrier token, which is considered an ice barrier. It has to be an ice barrier monster. Do I want to hit something in here? I think he's playing blue eyes based off of what I've seen. And since he can reset the imperm off of Tyrant Dragon, I think we just hit that. All right, but what was I saying? Yeah, ice barrier cards. I'll just show you. I know you guys probably already know, but for example, Warlock. While you control another ice barrier monster, both players, it's like an anti-spell fragrance if you control another ice barrier monster with it. And contrary to popular belief, this is not an ice barrier monster. It's an ice mountain monster. Is that stupid? Yes. Ice barriers. Also, hello, Seereax. Hello, chat. Hello. Hello. Math Mech.
So you pulled up to put me to sleep.
Okay. So this special summons. Lancia is going to activate. And then I ruin your day. Now your day is just ruined. Like, now your day is just ruined. Hello, General Ryo. Don't let him play, please. He has to discard to activate any monster effects on the field. Game's over. GG. See you next time. There's a world where I should have SP Little Knighted the circular. He's debating on whether he wants to activate this effect, because he has a limited amount that he can activate. Oh, Yugi boy. You're cooked, Yugi boy. Yes. What's a world where I can go? He's thinking. Yugi boy. I have a branded magician deck. I new to new Yu-Gi-Oh. Any recommendations, as the last time I played was classic? You might roll your eyes at me for saying this, but the way that I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh is I just kept fucking playing until I familiarized myself with like all the decks, all the new decks and the new summoning mechanics. But I'm weird. I'm like a masochist. Okay. Do a little bit of that. I'm pretty sure his deck needs spells and traps. But worst case, we're playing around triple tactics, which could be problematic. But then again, if he had triple tactics, he probably would have used it. But yeah, nevertheless, I think we go Warlock. Might as well switch this thing. But that's activate. He has to discard. Why didn't he Ash Blossom? If he would have ashed, I don't know. And he can't even activate that. How unfortunate. He's gonna surrender, guys. And it's fine. It's a tough matchup. It's a tough matchup. Splash Mage. Targeting circular. I think I'm gonna SP this. Then circular can just run over. Yeah, let's. Do I SP this? Then he loses link fodder. He brings back circular. He still has equation in hand, but he can't activate it until after battle phase. So if I go boom boom, so we know what his hand. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it. Discard to activate. He's gonna leave, guys. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Now you can't even activate the spell in your hand.
It's not a floodgate. A flood is full of water. If this was a floodgate, it's been frozen over. It's a bloody ass gate.
Blazing Chope. Appreciate the 5 months. How's the Renos going? The renovations is good. It's pretty much done. We just have to get some other testing, like air quality and shit down there, and then we should be good. We should be good. As long as everything comes back good. Have you ever played Heroes? No, I'd much rather watch paint dry. I'm joking. Modern Heroes I am not a fan of, but I do like old school Heroes like Flame Wingman and shit like that, like Avian. I liked those Heroes, but I don't like what Heroes turned into. That just me. Do you have an Ash Blossom, you little sly bitch? You think you're slick? You think you're slick. I know you have a Maxi, I meant. Go ahead. Oh, you got me. You got me, you little baby back bitch. You've made me so angry. You've made me so mad. All right, well, nevertheless, we're still gonna play into it a little bit, but not heavily. Gonna play into it just enough to establish at least somewhat of an ignorant board. So we go Winds, make Lancia. So we're gonna make Lancia with this. Georgie's gonna special summon Mirror Mage. And then we just get Warlock on the field with... Actually, we could just get Warlock on the field. We can keep this super simple. Yeah, because it's still going to be the same result. Yeah, so let's get Warlock on the field. All right, this is how we play around Maxi. I think he also has Imperm, which I'm not a huge fan of. Bearing that in mind now, and I'm just going off of toggle activations, now I think I have to make Lancia. Because Imperm... No, but if he just Imperms Lancia, then I'm cooked. Yeah, I think this is our best bet here. We're just going to end it here. We're not going to play into the Maxi. We're shutting down the graveyard. We're shutting down spells. And this doesn't have a great floodgate, but I think it says he can't like tribute or some shit. Yep, it was Imperm. What does he hit? Probably Warlock. Hopefully this Dominus Impulse plus Ice Barrier is enough. Did the new Odeon cards already get released in Master Duel? No, I love the Odeon cards, but they're not yet in Master Duel. Can't wait to play them though, in Master Duel. But I am a fan. Just one of them that I have just laying around, but I be gaming now. All right, I am going to ice. Oh, I thought that was Imperm. My bad. All right, well, we want to impulse original sinful spoils. Okay, he grabs wanted. That means he already has original sinful spoils. Most likely. All right, well, I mean, if you want, you could surrender, I guess. Like, that's always a valid option. Nobody's gonna judge you. You could just leave. You could just surrender. You could just walk away from this. You maxed me, and then this is what happens. Okay, now I have to beat your ass slowly. Now I have to beat your ass slowly. Now, if you attempt to summon anything, I'm gonna impulse you. It's royal, by the way. Then you can surrender. Sure. Sure. Royal Dominus looking nice. Yeah, I got lucky. And this is where you scoop. You played a great game, buddy, but unfortunately, not good enough. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Fight about what? nice to be part of the community. Have a blessed day, bro. How about you have a blessed day, Rayman? Thank you for coming through. And I appreciate the sub. I don't know if Dangers of Divine is like any good with pure raw. It feels like it only works with circuit. It really depends. Yeah, with pure raw, it could still work, but I don't know how great it would be. Because I mean, you have a bunch of ways of searching raw to your hand with like True Sun God or Ancient Chan, obviously. You have a lot of ways to get raw to hand. Because you got to remember, pure raw or raw can also... Oh, we're just going to impulse this fucking onk. And then he loses. Unless he has to. Danger of the Divine can summon from Banished or the hand. So you can still summon the raw. So there could be some utility. But I mean, the idea of losing half your life points in a deck that is completely predicated on you having life points is quite the ask. What a great card to draw. Just what a fantastic card to draw. Boom. Okay, he can do something. He can do something. Thinking on this? Yes. He has something. Let's see. Okay. So it's not Imperm. I mean, he could have Imperm set. He has something. Yeah, Ash. Okay. All right. But he also has something else. I think it's Maxi. Because it was asking if he wanted to activate something else. Imperm. It wouldn't be Imperm. So he has a Maxi or something in his hand. Let's go Freezing Chains. Here's where we get hit by Maxi. No. Okay, I was wrong. Sometimes you're wrong. All right, well, how do I want to go about this then? A foot. Could be Imperm. No. The fuck do you have, you little idiot? I meant to summon this. Whatever. Okay. Oh. Lancia. Your secrets will be revealed. I fucking forgot about this dumbass card. Okay, well, it still triggers my thing. Deadass, I forgot about that fucking card. All right, if we go Trishula, we can tribute the Trishula. Yeah, let's go Trish. This is gonna force him to use something. Yes. Honestly, get rid of the mystery, get rid of the Ankh, and get rid of the hand. Ha! Ah! I turned off his whole deck. Oh, you lost a piece of Exodia. GG. Sorry. Turned off his whole fucking deck. Yassine! Appreciate the raid, brother. Hope you had a good one. I'm gonna try to just get to Diamond real quick. I guess you could say my play cost him an arm and a leg. He picked for me to go first. He's a 10-pipe player. I'm gonna fucking destroy a 10-pipe player. Easily. Easily. Like it's the easiest thing I've ever done in my life, Scoop. Go ahead. Go ahead. I know you got the Maxi. Go ahead, man. Hey. Hey. Something he could activate. Could that be a Dominus card? Perhaps Dominus Impulse? Oh, DD Crow. You're a DD Ho. I'm gonna allow that. I don't think that's a huge deal. I don't think that's a big deal. Not even a little bit. Okay, so we can go Coral Dragon. Yeah, Coral Dragon, and then boom, boom. Yeah. Okay. Mirror Mage! Okay, we can just add the Georgius to the hand to bring that back. Honestly, we could just add Ice Barrier to it. Yeah, let's do Georgius here. Okay. So winds. Token. Ooh. Ooh, no, you don't. That would be bad for me, you little bitch. That would be quite bad for me, you little bitch. Keep that in your hand. Okay. Let's go Warlock. Or we could actually go Hexa. No, let's go Warlock and Revealer. Revealer would have to send Called By, which I kind of want to keep. I'll be fine. No, it doesn't. I could just send Georgius and then summon Georgius. You know? Okay, Warlock. Revealer. Alright. We summon Georgius. We special summon what back to the field? This? It doesn't do anything for us. So actually, I think I'm just gonna summon. Then I don't summon Georgius. Like, I need to summon Georgius. What the fuck? Alternatively, I summon that. Send. Yeah, let's just do it like this. Definitely not playing this optimally, but whatever. Whatever. Let's go for the one that'll draw us a card. Raw. And I could draw 3 cards. Oh, only non-tuners, so you, never mind. I would only draw 1. Never mind. That'd be awful. All right, I definitely fucked this up, but I mean, we have the lock in place, so I think we just set this, and by lock, I mean he can't activate spells because of this. His graveyard is locked because of this. And then I don't know if this one really has a floodgate effect. Yeah, this one doesn't, but we didn't play this perfectly. We had full combo. But I kind of created like a amalgamation of bullshit here. I knew it was you. I knew you'd show up. He surrendered because no matter what he grabs, he can't activate it because it's a spell. Ice Barrier. Hard cooks tenpai. Even on a scuffed board like that. How big is the room you're sitting in? Not that big. Like, shit. Maybe 15 by 15 feet or some shit. 15 feet this way, 15 feet this way. Approximately. I don't know though. What? Water beat fire for real, for real? Yeah, you right. Alright, he's gonna build his big scary blue eyes board. I'm gonna place this on top of one of his cards. And we'll see how it all shakes out. Was that waiting for the end? Bro, I heard 2 seconds of the song and knew what it was. True fan. Yeah, it was. My favorite Linkin Park song. It means a lot to me. That's a good song. I like that one. I like a lot of Linkin Park songs. Waiting for the End's a really good one. Is it my favorite of all time? Shit, it's too hard to pick a favorite of all time for Linkin Park. Depends on my mood. Yeah, I'm in Platinum 1 right now. Just gonna get to Diamond real quick. Deal with this little pesky Blue Eyes board, you know. Move on about my day. I'm just playing. My deck is gonna be in some trouble against this. If he uses his activations correctly. All right. So I believe the problem to be this one mainly. I'm going to go ahead and kaiju that because I need my monster effects and I don't want you to. Yeah, no. All right, then we're just gonna immediately imperm this little idiot, force him to use the effect. Oh, I forgot about that. Whoa, whoa. I'm assuming he has Majesty set. Let's see. I wasn't paying too much attention, but I can only assume that he's not that stupid. That he would grab Majesty at some point. He set Wishes, and then with Wishes, he grabbed a Roar. So it's possible he already had Majesty in hand. Alright, well, I mean, if he had it, then good for him. Draw Hexa Spirit. Okay. Negated, you little fiend. Maybe you should have waited for me to actually activate it, you dunce. Because now I might just beat your ass. It's possible. Now let's do Georgius now. How many blue eyes engrave? Just one. Okay, he can negate this, but I don't really care. Imperm. Impermanence. What's crazy is he negated the Hexa Spirit a little too early. See, now I could just Typhon this thing out of here. Okay. If I wanted, could go Winds as well. Winds, what would I summon? I'd probably summon the Hexa Spirit. And let's think. So basically the last thing we have to worry about is this thing's negate. I could Typhon at any point. If I go Winds, hit this. Yeah. We'll keep this on the field. What if I were to tell you I forgot he could negate this? I was waiting for him to negate the monster. All right, well. His deck has a lot of recursion, though. Could actually pick this back up. Does he have a jet engrave? No. How's YCS Vegas? I saw you day 1 but missed you day 2. Wanted to say hi, take a pic, and thank you in person for the raid a while back. YCS Vegas was really cool. That was like my first YCS. It was a good time. But yeah, I mean, should have came up and said, what's up? This is GG, I think. Shit, you might be right. My guy actually playing that. You activate Hexa, would it send them? Say it was negated? No, no, no. So I know what you're asking. Some things negate. Yeah, Barone. I can't beat Barone. Some things send for cost. This guy sucks, by the way. Some things send for cost, but some things send for like effect, if that makes sense. Like to resolve, like when you resolve the effect, the benefit you're getting is sending the card away. But some cards say, hey, if you send this card, then you can activate this effect. So it's different. A card that says you send this to activate the effect wouldn't stop, because you're sending it in order to even attempt to activate the effect in the first place. However, some cards say, if you meet this criteria, you can send this away, which is different. I know Yu-Gi-Oh's complicated, but that's how that works. Any advice for someone who wants to start playing Master Duel but gets overwhelmed by the trillions of effects and spells? Just start in solo mode. Honestly. It's hard for me to speak from that perspective because I I'm here now, you know, but there was one point, like when Duel Links first came out, where all I did, I was just like learning a bunch of new shit, you know? It was like as new sets came out, I was learning them. Sets that had been out in TCG for a long time. Yeah, I like this. Cross out. All that so I can just Dominus Impulse you anyway? Okay. Is Duel Links still worth playing when Master Duel exists? It's a more casual experience. Where you know, if you're into the anime, I think it's still a good time. But if you want something more close to actual Yu-Gi-Oh, then Master Duel's what you should be playing. But if you're just getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't think it's a bad idea to consider. I'm actually considering, I know Called By is a really good card, but I'm considering taking the shit out of my deck. Shit never wants to show up when I need it, or when I like at a good time. Once you find a deck you like, you'll get way more invested. I agree. That's a good point. Yeah, just try some decks. Think about decks you liked when you were younger, because you might still rock with those. And a lot of times they've gotten new support. And maybe in high ranks you can't play all of them. Like Blue Eyes, for example, got recent support. So like if you mess with Blue Eyes when you were younger, you could probably play Blue Eyes right now. Or you definitely could. And it's not super hard to learn. Like there is maybe some learning curves in terms of when to activate things and stuff like that. But yeah, just find a deck you fuck with and start hooping. Surely he has an imperm. Yeah. Doesn't shock me. Does not shock me. But I have a backup plan, Siege. Unless you have Ash Blossom, then I'll go fuck myself. I'm fucking myself. Whoa. All right. I mean, if we can stop him one more turn with Dominus Impulse, we have follow up. Just because this, I can banish this next turn and then re-add. This is the best starter in my deck. And then just re-add this to my hand. So I do still have follow up next turn. But we just have to survive this one. And hope he doesn't negate me again. Or. Well, this is a little annoying. This is just a little annoying. Doo-doo. Wowzers. Okay. Now I don't feel as annoyed. All I have to do is this. Because Impulse will shut down. It can't shut down this effect negation. Okay. My bad. So you're annoying. So we're neither of us are playing the game today. Understandable. Back to you. I'm sorry. I have another impulse for you, partner. Sorry, I have another impulse for you, partner. You stopped my best starter, I stop yours. That's a bro, I love that because that's when they're frustrated. All right, Hexa Spirit. Oh my god. All right, if he does that again, we're cooking him. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one right there. If Lacrima was in this game, I would be cooked. It is not, so I have at least somewhat of a chance still. By Lacrima, for those who just play Master Duel, I'm not referring to the fusion. I'm talking about the level 4. All right. Ice barrier. Aren't we having a great time? Bro, we are thugging it out right now. Okay. So you got rid of your Yubel. You realize that was the biggest threat. Now I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Did you know Ice Barrier can search my Kaiju, guys? I gotta see what I draw next first, because that's gonna dictate what I want to search with the Ice Barrier. Okay. Desiree. All right. Or do I just grab it? He got, yeah, Engraver's gone, so it's not like he has a bunch of recursion after this. I'll just add insult to injury. One, two, three. Yeah, he needs 4 more. Gamma Add Gamma Yep, you saw it right. You saw it right, partner. And I got a starter. Yeah, we thugged it out for a little bit, but it's about time I start taking over this game, partner. Enjoy this. And now I start taking over. So you're just gonna clear the way for fun. For fun. For fun. For fun, you're gonna do that. Nice. You're so good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking robot. You fucking robot. Nothing more to play around. He's got nothing left. I could just go ape on him. Goodbye. Beautiful. Beautiful. That was some grindy Yu-Gi-Oh right there. The best Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, grind Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty fun. Okay. I mean, I don't mind facing a diamond person, but that doesn't happen too often. Jeez, I am breaking like crazy these last couple games. I don't know if I'll be able to outgrind with this hand. Really depends on my next draw, but this motherfucker's been glued to my hand. Sure. Don't know what you're playing yet, but I'll hit it. You know what? It's Tier Lament. I should have held on to this. He probably has the out anyway. If it's Tier Lament, it's a 60 card deck. It's probably Tier. Yeah. Fucking Fiendsmith Tier Lament slop. Bro, ban this fucking card already, dude. Jesus. Dumbass card. It's the fact that it's a quick effect too. You can just do this next turn too. Bro, I fucking hate this card. Yeah, you got it. I'm not reading this shit. Not with this hand. How that design even gets accepted is beyond me. It's the same issue as Lavolvo Chain, where if it was just within its own archetype, it'd be fine. If Lavolvo Chain just said, hey, I can send any Lavolvo card, then it's fine. If Beatrice said I can just send any Burning Abyss card, it's fine. It's the fact that both of those dorks, like, they didn't have the foresight to think of how broken that would be when it could just send anything. All right. I regret to inform you guys, I think that is my last one. I wanted to get to Diamond real quick, but told you guys it was going to be a short stream. It ended up being 2 hours and 50 minutes, so a bit longer than I planned. But that was fun. We caught up on all the Nintendo shit. We had some laughs. We made a Linkin Park What I've Done trailer. Yeah, been pretty cool. Been pretty cool. Am I gonna raid somebody? Sure, I'll pass it on. Let's raid Ruxin, I guess. Because we got raided by Nim Nim earlier, so I will send you guys over to Ruxin if he's... I hate intro screens. He better hurry up. Get rid of intro screen within 30 seconds, and I'll raid. All right. I'm looking at his intro screen. He has 30 seconds. Otherwise, he's not getting raided. Four, five, 10. Get rid of this intro screen. I don't like intro screens in the streets that I'm from. 10. Bro, exactly. Like, once you hit live, you live, gang. Now you're not getting raided. Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Catch up to this Nintendo.
I know who I'm gonna raid.
Mario Kart game?
You wanna know who I'm gonna raid now, guys?
Discord now too, bro? Oh my God.
No one.